All right, let's wrap it up with this. Some guys went undrafted. Who's the best available? We're at this point. It's always a fun time where everyone's tweeting out, this guy signed here, this guy signed there. We got sources. What do you got? Best UDFAs.
Players that I thought should have been drafted and were not, and are therefore amongst the best available undrafted free agents. Xavier Restrepo, the Miami wide receiver. I understand why he didn't. The dude ran a 4.8, right? That's a tough sell when you're a small slot receiver, 5'10", 209 pounds or whatever he was. Weird body type, horrible workout, horrible 40 time, but a good football player. Like, it's one of those ones where, day 3, you're making these exceptions all over the place for guys that are good football players and don't have the athleticism. Restrepo fits into that bucket, as does Willie Lampkin. Didn't have a good workout, is my height, weighs 280 pounds. I swear to God, that guy can start at center at the NFL level and will at some point. Maybe he'll have to earn it as a gimmick somewhere, but that dude's going to be a starter at some point. I swear, it's going to happen.
You're stealing my
Jared
player.
Ivey, another example. Jared Ivey, the Ole Miss edge rusher, another guy that just had a horrible workout, and it probably cost him being drafted. I think that guy's got arguably day 2 talent, but the workout was rough. He's kind of a tweener as well. Might have to be a defensive tackle at the next level, so that's a tough sell. Very similar to Carl Brooks, right? Who was trapped sort of between, he was an edge rusher in college, but he was 300 pounds, so he's going to have to play inside at the next level. Had a terrible workout, so it's like, where do you put that guy? And he went very, very low. 6th round, I think he dropped himself to. Same kind of idea. Lan Larison, the great Lan Larison, went undrafted. Though I've seen he's signing with the Patriots, according to him. And then all the IPP guys, right? Our guy, Dominic Fevrier-McPherson, was really bullish on this class. Thought they would have up to 2 of these guys drafted. I think they'd had 1 drafted for 7 straight years. No IPP guy drafted so far, or drafted this year. So they're all going to have to sign on as UDFAs.
Did you mention Restrepo signing with the Titans?
I did not. No, I haven't mentioned where anybody signed.
So Restrepo, I saw one report that he signed with the Titans, and so there's your reuniting with Cam Ward. I mean, we talked a lot about Restrepo being slow and not necessarily having a perfect role at the NFL level, the way slot receivers are used, but
right,
the guy's just good and gets open. Like, I think there is a path to him playing in, on the right depth chart, and the Titans might be the right depth chart for him to get out there and compete. But they've added they've added speed receiver Chimere Dike, big monster receiver Manor, and now Restrepo. So it's an intriguing group there. Yeah, give me a name.
I don't think he's amongst the best undrafted free agents, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed mammoth Florida defensive tackle Desmond Watson, which means they are now capable of putting a pair of defensive tackles on the field together who combined weigh 810 pounds.
So Florida could, because Cam Jackson, the Panthers draft pick, is about 350. And I was looking for plays where they rotated so much. Desmond Watson and Cam Jackson were never on the field at the same time. I may have missed a play or 2 here and there, but
right,
they always rotated them in and out. But you're right, and we're calling him like the tush push stopper, right? He's the guy that when they run into Philadelphia in the playoffs or something, maybe they can slow down Jalen Hurts in the tush push. I was going to say Logan Brown, the Kansas tackle, is I think he's a good developmental tackle. Round 3 is when you start to draft those guys. I thought he would go a little bit higher. You stole Willie Lampkin from me. I completely agree on him. Luke Kandra is a guard out of Cincinnati that I think deserves a spot, at least a shot to compete. Maxon Hook, Toledo safety. Elijah Badger, wide receiver out of Florida. I know some people really liked Badger. That guy can play. I think he's worth it's worth a shot for him. Nick Nash, Will Serio's buddy out of San Jose State, Biletnikoff finalist. A little bit older, but I think, athletic and high volume player. So there's always some decent talent. And I think this is a deeper group than normal, right? A lot of the COVID year type of players and a little extra group here with the undrafted.
Yeah, Tyler Batty from BYU as well slipped out of the draft entirely. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good talent available. And as I think there have been for a few years now where you get to undrafted free agents, there's still a lot of names that you like that are going to catch on with teams.
It's going to slow down. I think the COVID, because there's always these extra COVID players, and I think we're out of them now. They should be running out of steam here. Who's the last guy I was going to say? Clay Webb, Jacksonville State at guard. Jalen Walker, linebacker out of Indiana that I like quite a bit. So there's some players still out there. Keep an eye on the UDFAs.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of our video.
For more great content, click here to subscribe and here to watch another video. We'll see you again soon.